Catus, Maximus here. This is just a little video about these Harbor Freight Doyle. These are the Taiwanese made precision flush cutters. Not to be confused with, these are only $8. These are like 35 or 40 or something. The Icon ones. The Icon ones are a lot better, although under heavy duty cutting, because of the real thin profile of these jaws. I've had comments and actually seen online where people have actually had the jaws snap off of these. Even snap off of the Snap-on ones. They look exactly like the Snap-on. I think Snap-on's making them for them. These Doyles are basically knockoffs of the Xcelites. That would be these here, is essentially what these are trying to be like. But they're, you know, the Xcelites are, of course, made in the United States. These are made in Taiwan. And these are just a little bit cheesier. Although I'll have to say that the steel versus the basic Xcelites is just a little bit thicker. The Xcelites do have a better handle that comes all the way down, which I really do like. This one's a little bit odd, just because, like on the Xcelites, they use a real thin spring right there. Or on this one, they use a wire spring, and it actually makes a really odd lump in the handle right there. These are conductive, so there's carbon in these handles, so essentially they're supposed to be kind of like static dissipative, like these Xcelite 113 CGs. Although, if you compare conductive handle to the conductive handle Xcelites, we can see that these Xcelites have much thicker steel and much better, and I would certainly recommend them over these Doyles. But people basically don't watch many of my videos unless they're Harbor Freight, and I wish I wouldn't have done so much Harbor Freight stuff in the beginning. The other thing that I find a little bit annoying is this, which is if you're in a situation where you just need a little bit more reach to grab around something, say maybe cutting this cotton, you can certainly do that with these Xcelites. Actually, these right here do stop, and I'm kind of curious. Oh, it may be because of the spring. No, it's because it's bumping right there. But if we do compare against both of these, you can see the jaw opening is kind of narrow. So if you have certain situations where you're trying to cut soft material like this, they do seem to cut pretty decent. They're not super wide, but they don't leave a lot of fibers. But it would be nice if the jaws open just a little bit more, such as these. Or even better, a pair of these, which are like the 170Ms. And they are compact. Not a whole lot smaller than the Icons. And if you're really like Harbor Freight stuff, although I've been hearing, and actually I even saw in the store where somebody had a dispute because they were returning one of the purple label discount tools that they had got like a couple days ago, didn't use it, and they were giving the guy crap because he didn't have his identification. So Harbor Freight's going the route of so many other businesses where, you know, you need to comply and provide a bunch of personal information even with a cash receipt return, or they'll deny you, and that's really very disappointing. I've also been hearing that about the warranties, that you have to provide an ID just to get a warranty on particularly Icon tools, but I've read that even on Pittsburgh tools now. So Harbor Freight's becoming worse and worse with their warranty terms as they try to squeeze more money out of their stores because they've become too big and have too many investors. So anyway, these Doyles are pretty cheesy. I guess for $8, they're okay, but you know, the handles just really aren't, you know, super smooth. They just don't, you know, exude quality. And I would try to find a better pair, at least some Xcelites or something like that. Anyway, really appreciate everybody who's been watching and subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. Till next time, Catus Maximus out.